I'll be walking you through how to use Slack for client communication, and trust me, you're going to love how smooth and effective this process is. So, let's dive in. Slack has become one of the most popular tools for team collaboration. But did you know you can also use it to communicate directly with clients? Today, I'm going to break down the process into simple steps, so you can set up Slack for seamless communication with your clients, whether you're handling a small project or something a bit larger. To start, you need to create your own workspace in Slack. Don't worry, it's super easy. If you don't have a Slack account yet, go ahead and sign up at slack.com. Once you're signed in, you'll see a button to create a new workspace. It's your starting point for setting up client communications. Each workspace can be tailored to a specific client or project, which is a game changer for staying organized. The first thing you'll need to do is give your workspace a name. This could be the client's name or project title. You'll also have the option to upload a workspace image, but for now, let's skip this and continue. Next, you can start adding members to the workspace. If you want, you can either invite team members by entering their email addresses or share an invite link directly with your client. This will allow them to access everything related to the project. You'll also have control over who gets added and what permissions they have. Once your workspace is set up, it's time to customize it to fit your client's needs. This is where the magic happens. In the top left corner of your screen, you'll see the name of your workspace. Click on it, and from the drop-down menu, you can access your preferences, settings, and customization options. You can choose your notification preferences, sidebar layout, and theme, light or dark mode, to make Slack visually comfortable for you and your team. Make sure to adjust your notifications to keep things efficient. For instance, you might want to be notified only when your client messages you or when important updates happen. You can set up Slack so you're not overwhelmed with notifications, yet still stay on top of crucial messages. Once your workspace is ready, it's time to set up channels that will help organize your project. For instance, if you're planning a new product launch, you could create channels like Product Launch ABC Corp or Marketing Strategy ABC Corporation. By naming channels based on projects or key themes, you ensure that all communications, files, and updates are neatly organized and easy to find. These channels serve as dedicated spaces for relevant discussions, making it easier to track progress and collaborate efficiently. One of the coolest features in Slack is the ability to choose whether your channel is public or private. Public channels are open to everyone in the workspace, allowing broad collaboration, while private channels can be restricted to specific team members or stakeholders. For sensitive topics like confidential client conversations or internal team strategy discussions, private channels are a must. This ensures that information stays secure and is only accessible to those who need it. For example, a Client XYZ company channel could be private, allowing only project managers and client-facing team members to participate. To further streamline how your team interacts within channels, you can customize the permissions for each one. Let's say you're working on a channel for client updates and don't want clients to post messages. You can adjust the settings so that the channel is read-only for clients, meaning they can only see updates, but won't be able to reply. To do this, head to the channel settings, click on Edit Channel, and choose the Permissions option. You can decide whether team members or external collaborators can post, share files, or simply view the channel's content. This way, you can control what gets shared and ensure the channel serves its intended purpose efficiently. Now, let's make your Slack workspace even more powerful by integrating other tools your client might be using, such as project management apps or file sharing services. Slack allows you to integrate a wide range of tools like Google Drive, Trello, or Asana. This is great because it keeps all your important information in one place. If your client uses a particular tool to manage projects, you can easily link it to Slack so that all updates sync automatically. Slack can also help you automate certain tasks, like sending reminders or follow-up messages. For instance, if you want to remind your client to approve a design, you can set up a scheduled reminder in the relevant channel. Once everything's set up, it's time to communicate with your client. Here are a few tips on how to make communication on Slack as smooth as possible. For more personal, one-on-one communication, direct messages, DMs, are your best option. This is ideal for discussing sensitive topics or asking quick questions that don't require a lot of back and forth. However, when you need to collaborate with a group or manage multiple stakeholders on a project, it's better to create a channel. Channels allow you and your team, along with your client, to stay in the loop on all related conversations. For example, if you're managing a website redesign, you could create a channel named Website Redesign Client Name, ensuring that all messages and updates about the project are centralized and easy to reference. One of the best ways to keep discussions on track within a channel is by using threads. If someone posts a comment or asks a question, you can reply directly in the thread instead of cluttering the main channel. This way, the original message stays visible, and replies are nested, making it easier to follow a conversation without distractions. For instance, in a product launch channel, if someone shares a draft marketing plan, you can respond directly to that post in a thread, allowing other team members to comment and provide feedback without overwhelming the main channel with unrelated messages. Sharing files is a breeze in Slack. Whether you need to send your client a proposal, marketing strategy, or a creative brief, you can quickly upload PDFs, Word documents, images, or even video files directly into a channel or DM. The best part is that these files are fully searchable, so if you need to reference a contract or design file down the line, you can easily find it by searching within Slack. For example, if you're collaborating on a report, you could share the draft in the relevant channel and easily track updates as files are revised, all within one place. To ensure that important messages don't get lost in the shuffle, use mentions to grab your client's attention. When you need them to focus on something specific, simply type at client name in your message, and they'll get a notification. You can also tag team members by using their username to ensure they're included in the discussion. For broader notifications, use @here to notify everyone currently online in a specific channel. For example, if there's an urgent update about the project's timeline, tagging the team with @here ensures that everyone who is active sees the message immediately, preventing any delays in response. One of the best features of Slack is the ability to manage user permissions. You can set permissions for individual members, ensuring that sensitive information stays within the team while still giving clients access to what they need. If you're looking to keep your workspace organized and secure while still collaborating with clients, adding them as guests is a smart option. By inviting clients as guests, they only have access to the specific channels you grant them permission to, and the rest of your workspace remains private. This ensures that sensitive team discussions, internal planning, or business data stays within the company. For instance, if you're working on a marketing campaign for a client, you can add them as a guest to the marketing campaign client name channel, while keeping other channels like internal discussions or team strategy off limits. This method balances transparency and confidentiality. As the owner or admin of the workspace, you have full control over permissions and can manage how and where each user, whether a team member or guest, interacts within your Slack workspace. You can easily add or remove members, assign specific roles, and even change the level of access guests or members have. For example, if you want your client to stay informed without being overwhelmed by internal discussions, you could give them view-only access to channels like project updates while allowing them to contribute to others, such as client feedback or design approvals. You can also restrict certain permissions, like the ability to add new members or post in certain channels, giving you full control over the workspace's dynamics. Slack is also a great tool for hosting virtual meetings with clients. You can either schedule a meeting using an integrated calendar tool like Google Calendar or use Slack's built-in voice and video calling features. To start a call, go to the channel or direct message where you want the call to happen, click the phone or camera icon in the top right, and start the call. Slack allows you to make voice and video calls directly through the platform, which is convenient for quick meetings or discussions. During a call, you can also share your screen, which is super helpful for reviewing documents, presentations, or project updates. Clients will appreciate this feature, as it keeps the conversation interactive and helps clear up any confusion in real time. Slack makes it easy to track the progress of client projects. By using integrations, pins, and custom workflows, you can keep your clients updated without having to manually send progress reports. You can pin important messages or files within a channel. This is perfect for keeping track of deadlines, deliverables, or key points of discussion. Your clients can always find these pinned messages, making it easier for them to stay up to date. Slack is a great place to share daily or weekly updates. You can either post these updates directly in a channel or send them through a direct message. Keeping your clients in the loop builds trust and helps avoid misunderstandings down the line. When dealing with clients, security and privacy are paramount. Fortunately, Slack has several features to help ensure that your communication stays secure. To secure your Slack account and ensure that unauthorized individuals cannot gain access to your workspace, enable two-factor authentication, 2FA. With 2FA activated, users must provide an additional verification code, often sent to their mobile device, in addition to their password. This extra layer of security reduces the risk of hackers gaining access to sensitive communication. It's especially important when dealing with client information or proprietary business details, so everyone in your workspace should enable 2FA. Not only does this protect your personal account, but it also keeps your entire workspace secure from breaches. Another way to enhance security is by managing how long messages and files are stored in your workspace. Slack offers the ability to set custom data retention rules, allowing you to automatically delete messages and files after a specified time. For instance, you might choose to keep messages for 30 days and then have them automatically removed, ensuring that no outdated or sensitive information is left lingering. This is crucial for ensuring that client data is handled responsibly. If your business is in an industry that requires specific compliance standards, this feature helps ensure you meet those data privacy regulations. Additionally, managing data retention helps to prevent unnecessary data overload, keeping your workspace organized and secure. Using Slack for client communication is a great way to keep things organized, efficient, and professional. By setting up separate workspaces and channels, managing permissions, and using Slack's built-in tools and integrations, you can ensure smooth communication with your clients every step of the way.